here from the Salvation Army Patchwork Easyas.com. Today we will be discussing fabric and grains. I used to think that the grain of the fabric was not important. Now I understand that it is really important. This is the straight grain. This is the weft. It goes from weft to right. It's the cross grain. When you're sewing your fabric together, you should sew both the straight grains together. For years, I would cut out my fabric as carefully as possible, go to the machine, and then sew them together, and they wouldn't just exactly lay flat because I had sewn the straight grain to the weft or cross grain. You could iron them until you're blue in the face. They just don't lay flat. The weft cross grain has a little bit of give in it. So if you're sewing a quilt like the one behind me, you would make sure that you have all the straight grains on the squares and the cross grains on the lines, so that it's a little bit more give for you to join all your seams up. In fact, when I made this quilt, I made it in sections of 9 patch. 9 patch, 9 patch, join together, 9 patch, 9 patch, join them together. Rather than trying to attach a great big long line of all the seams matching exactly. Quite a few patterns nowadays say to cut your fabric from selvage to selvage. That is a cross grain. Now that's fine if you're then going to cross cut it so that you'll have your straight grains matching. But if you're making a series of fabric with long strips, it's best to join them on the straight grain. As you know, I don't own a shop, so it serves me no purpose to tell you to go and buy very expensive fabric, because I don't. I buy a lovely fabric for the front or a particular fabric that I really like. For the back, I get the very wide backing fabric that is much cheaper, or I use fabric that is not very expensive at all for the back. So come and join us at the Salvation Army Patchwork Easyas.com. Become a patchwork partner for $4.95 a month, and then you can download hundreds of patterns, instruction sheets, videos, and you will be helping another quilter somewhere else in the world in an area that is financially challenged. Salvation Army Patchwork Easyas.com.